the former Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in a very short while. I'm going to bring my panelists into the conversation. Ambassador Basuti Mukherjee, how do you view this audio address of Sheikh Hasina, which is going to start anytime soon, and the kind of interest that it has garnered within the country? Yesterday, there was a very clear statement that was given by the Indian Ministry of External Affairs that the government of India is not involved in any way. It is an event that is being organized by a private entity, and no comments that will be made by Sheikh Hasina will be endorsed by the government. How do you view India-Bangladesh relationship and India's decision to give shelter to Sheikh Hasina in a difficult time for her?
Actually, Barkha, and thank you for inviting me to your show. India did not offer shelter to Sheikh Hasina because initially Sheikh Hasina herself left at very short notice, crossed and came over, and we welcomed her. And she was actually wanting to go to London where her family stays. But I understand informally that there were many difficulties caused by the UK on the UK side to welcome her and to ensure her safe stay in London, which is why her stay in India, which was initially supposed to be for a short period, got extended to now 2 years. That's the first point I want to make. Secondly, it has been the standard policy of Ministry of External Affairs, which first started when the Dalai Lama crossed and took shelter here in Dharamshala, that those who take political exile in India, we offer them full security, etc. But we are not there to endorse their political views. In the case of Dalai Lama, it's the People's Republic of China. In the case of Sheikh Hasina, it is Bangladesh. Both are crucial. In the case of Bangladesh, the present Bangladesh government have repeatedly questioned India on why we have given shelter to Sheikh Hasina and why we continue to give her shelter and what is our position on her press conference organized at the Foreign Correspondents Club. And the clear and unequivocal remark was that this is an event organized by the Foreign Correspondents Club in Delhi. You are most welcome to do so. The comments of Sheikh Hasina are hers. She has not consulted Government of India on what she is going to say, which we will hear, and nor is Government of India going to make any comments as such on what she is going to say. We will hear what she has to say. I understand that she has made up her mind at some point to return to her homeland. I hope and pray for her safety in case she decides to do that, particularly now that the post of the President of Bangladesh is vacant, and there are rumors that the deep state wants Yunus to become the president. In that case, the entire political parameters of Bangladesh should once again change. But in case a neutral to India person is appointed as president of Bangladesh, then it's another political game. So we have to watch and wait.
Okay, all right. I'm also being joined by Major General Gigi Dwivedi. When we talk, do you think there is a subtle difference in India giving political asylum to an individual versus welcoming an individual, and in this particular context, the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, into its territory and not being influenced by the Bangladeshi authorities, the new Bangladesh government that has been installed, despite a number of concerns and warnings that have been issued by the Bangladeshi government, raising concerns on India being used as territory by Awami League and Sheikh Hasina to express and endorse her political views from Bangladesh?
Well, Megha, first and foremost, always a pleasure to be on a show. Now, India has a very consistent policy as far as humanitarian grounds are concerned, and therefore India has a precedence to have given shelter or political asylum to those who have been victim of the system in their country. And therefore, as far as Sheikh Hasina is concerned, we all know that she has been ousted 2 years back in the student protest, and it was a political issue altogether. And therefore, India has followed the consistent policy, and she has been given the shelter oblique asylum in India. The second point is, as stated by the ambassador, that India has consistent policy again, that those who have been given asylum or shelter will not indulge in any political activities, and as far as the Indian government is concerned, they do not endorse any such stance or any such movement. And same is with His Holiness Dalai Lama, that while he is fully free to conduct all the religious, cultural events, but at the same time, India doesn't endorse any of his political views, and that stands as far as Sheikh Hasina is concerned. But to that extent, there are two, three important points. Firstly, Sheikh Hasina had very amiable relation with India, and that is the reciprocity that Indian government has given her this stay. The second point is the environment in Bangladesh is not conducive for her to return. It endangers her life, and she has been, as it is, served a death sentence by the International Criminal Court. So the issue is that her stay here is purely on humanitarian grounds. India has made it very clear to Bangladesh that there is no political issues involved. And as far as Bangladesh and India ties are concerned, this issue should be delinked and should not be seen as to impact our bilateral relations. Now the point is that yes, I think Sheikh Hasina has said that she intends to return whenever the environment are conducive, but that is to be seen because that's a great uncertainty. But I like to reiterate India's position that it has always taken humanitarian position for those who have been victimized politically in the country, and therefore Sheikh Hasina has the same status as far as Indian government is concerned.
Okay,
Megha.
okay, all right. Ambassador Basuti Mukherjee.